Alrightio, I'm live. At least I should be live. If YouTube's actually working. Okay, where's my knife? So, hello. Let's see. A lot of people know me as not a lot of people know. And I'm today going to be quickly hooking up a welder, which I cut the leads off because I bought a new one which did not come with leads and I had to use the leads off this one. So I'm just going to quickly strip the wires on this one with my knife that I bought from Bunnings. Yes, a knife from Bunnings. Very good. So, first with Bunnings, their knives. I like them. This was $10 and it is a high quality piece of equipment. The blades are beautiful, they're more full of steel than they've ever been. You can change out the blades in like under a second, which I love. However, I haven't got a Sydney Tools comparison, so I'm not going to say Bunnings makes better these than Sydney Tools. I'm just going to check if these are live now. Yep, that's very live. It's more live than, can't think of a cool thing. Anyway, now for today's fake news joke. Roses are red, McDonald's is... Ah! Oh, I arced on my knife. Means it's got a completely metal casing though. Roses are red, McDonald's... Ah! Still hot. McDonald's is crap. Man gets cremated while taking a nap. Okay, so now I'm going to get my electrodes, my electrode holders and stuff from over here. I'm going to get the cart off them. Whoa, okay. It's a very heavy cart. Oh, there's my ground clamp. There we go. And my stinger lead. Now I can luckily follow the directions on this welder that I bought from Catch Converters. And it says, torch goes here, and the workpiece is this one, goes here. Very simple. This is made by SCA. I don't think that's a very reputable welding company. Whoa, very bright. Not very good. Okay, so this is live, this is electrically live, I don't like this. Whoa, my muscles are tensing. It's painful. I don't like AC. It's probably my least... I love it, but I also think it's stupid. Come on, Edison, you could have just killed a few more elephants or something. Could have won. Okay, so firstly, Bunnings knives. They're good. So, let's think about Bunnings safety gear. This is the cheapest welding helmet that you can buy from Bunnings. It is a flip shade, which pretty much means, well, if you don't understand welding helmets, you're probably not going to be watching this video. However, I'm going to talk to you about them anyway. So what this pretty much means is that... Okay, so these are my Sydney Tools electrodes. So this pretty much means that you have to flip up the shade whenever you want to weld. Now, this is good. Now, I opened the packet for those about a minute before I started streaming those electrodes. So I'm just going to open up these Bunnings electrodes now. The Bunnings knife, because there's no better way to do this. But yeah, I reckon this debate's been going on longer than, I don't know, Liberal versus Labour. Turnbull versus Shorten, I think. Got no idea what's going on there. Australia versus America. Australia's clearly better. Okay, so let's start with the Bunnings electrodes. Just going to load them into the Stinger, which is a jump lead, which I modified. Really dodgy welding stuff I do. So I'm going to push that in and then in. Yeah, I've got to buy a new one of these. So, I'm going to weld the Bunnings electrodes with the Bunnings helmet, of course. Now, the benefit of the Bunnings helmet is it is half the price of the Sydney Tools helmet. The downside is it's pretty much useless. So I'm going to weld one of these with the Bunnings helmet, then I'm going to get tired of using the Bunnings helmet, and then I'm going to move to the Sydney Tools helmet. So let's get into the safety gear. I will also compare Bunnings' bigger electrodes later to Sydney Tools' bigger electrodes, but I haven't had a reason to do such yet. So is it all loaded up? Okay. So yeah, this is a very uncomfortable helmet. The strap feels like it's made out of pure plastic. It digs into your head, which I feel like it wouldn't have cost him that much more just to have a nice headgear. But this is exactly half the price of this Sydney Tools helmet, which I'm going to move out of the way. I got these gloves from Sydney Tools. They were $10, and at Bunnings I believe they're $11. Same gloves, same company. So I'm not really going to compare them. But now let's compare the welding electrodes. So this is the Bunnings ones, which are about twice the price of the Sydney Tools ones. Helmet down. Okay, I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, yeah. The Bunnings helmet is shit. Find my way around. Not half bad. Awful weld though, but that's because I couldn't see what I'm doing. Bunnings welding helmet. Shit. Don't buy it. Unless you want a cheap helmet, in which case it's half the price. Just pay up for the auto duck. It's really nice. But yeah, this is a $30 Sydney Tools helmet, which I have abused very much. In fact, the lens has come out. Give me a tick. Not the welding lens, the front lens. So I've got to somehow pop that back in. However, luckily, you get a replacement. It's made by Italico. I don't know very much about them. All I know is that all the Sydney Tools helmets are made by Italico. I've been in there, and they look really nice. The really expensive ones are the ones that have the massive views. So you put on this helmet, and it's got a really nice headgear. It tightens nicely, and it doesn't feel like you got plastic digging into your skull. This one has a grind mode. The other helmet has that too. It's called flipping it up. I like that. I like it that you can see literally everything when you got the other helmet in grind mode, because it's a flipper. However, with this one, the good thing about it is I can see what I'm doing. So let's say I want to lay a bead down here. I can see what I'm doing. It's green. Oh shit. So yeah, I can see what I'm doing in this one. It automatically darkens. I've never been flashed by it. It's a beautiful helmet. So, yeah, that's the benefit of this helmet. Let's stop comparing the helmets. Let's try to lay down a bead with both electrodes. Okay, that's a problem. It kind of just stopped. It's got that signature Bunnings electrode smell though. They've got a signature smell. I kind of like it because I first welded with these. Oh yeah, that's not bad. So you can put down a lot of heat with them very quickly for 2.5mm electrodes. Oh wait, I can see you because I'm not wearing the Bunnings helmet.
So it's not a fair comparison, but for twice the price, you get something that's actually pretty high quality. Bugger!
Alright, let's try a Sydney Tools electrode. So I noticed that I was getting a bit of pain in my eyes, so I'm just going to turn the helmet up a bit. That's pretty much because I put it on shade 8 or something. The helmet goes down very low in shades. I like that though. So with the Sydney Tools electrode, let's okay, this is uncomfortable. Let's just do it here. Bit of trouble getting it started, give me a tip. Hey, oi, oi. Oh, that's different. That is very different to the Bunnings electrode. So it was harder to get started, but it kept going once you got it started. So I am just going to choose a weld. That one has not been welded. And I'm going to do it with the Sydney Tools electrode. Because I'm working on this table. Right now I'm trying to make it beefy. Okay, so the big problem with these ones is you can't get them bloody started on 100 amps. However, once they are started, they are going. So, well, I think it's only fair if we were to chip off the flux. Or the slag, whatever. So on the Sydney Tools electrode, I'm just going to give it a whack. How does it look? I can't actually tell, not all the slag has been chipped off. It doesn't look so good, but that was an awful weld that I was doing, so makes sense. The Bunnings one, on the other hand, looks exactly the same. So I'm going to give that one to Sydney Tools because their electrodes are half the price. Great, so let's see if I can make a Bunnings electrode actually work, because that was awful. That might be just the worst experience I've had with an electrode this year. I hate to slag on Bunnings like that, but that was awful. Hated that. Now I'm going to run them on my other machine in about 30 seconds probably. So be prepared for that. My other machine can deliver a lot more amps at a lot better of a duty cycle. But it's stuck on 130 something amps. So we're just going to run these balls to the wall, many amps. Head first, can't lose. I think that's the saying or something. Now, another thing I have a problem with Sydney Tools is they don't have sausages on the weekends. I go out to Sydney Tools, I go, where's the snags? Okay, let's go. So, I'm going to do a kind of knee thingy. I like to hold my electrodes like this, because I'm weird. I think I get more control with two hands. And because my hands are very shaky. Okay, it's doing the job this time. So the benefits of these electrodes is that I can't see shit. Okay, so the good thing about these helmets is that you can actually kind of tune them to what you're doing. See, I can actually see more now. So my eyes aren't being hurt by the welding arm. Yeah, these Bunnings electrodes are actually very nice to weld with. Now I bought them from Bunnings, they're actually Azito electrodes. So I'm going to give them a plus on that. That's a very bad weld I just did though, so I don't feel like I'm doing them justice.
So I'm going to weld down here. You know what? I like these. They're good. They're nice, but they're not very great. That was weird. Had like the arc inside of the puddle. Anyway, so I feel like the only way to do this is I'm going to do a Bunnings puddle right next to a Sydney Tools puddle. So I'm going to choose this part of my table. Or should I flip my table up? Do I have any, Okay, yeah. So, because I have cracked up my table with welding stuff, I'm going to do a comparison standing up. You know what? I'm going to take a knee. Actually, wait. Oh, I can sit. Bugger this. Anyway, so I'm going to use a brand new welding electrode from both of the companies. And I'm going to start with Bunnings, because that's what's right behind me right now. So, I reckon that they're pretty much as good as each other when we come to welding, but when we look at the price, Sydney Tools wins by a mile. This is actually very rusty, so it's bad to do a comparison on. So, I'm going to use the Bunnings helmet for the one bloody thing it's good for. And yes, it is good for viewing other people's welds if they don't have two helmets. So, it's useful. It's just not as useful as it could be. So, I'm going to follow the old... Oh god, that's a glass window. That's going to smash it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just going to... Give me a second, guys. Is anyone actually watching this? And if anyone has posted the thing Bunnings mate in the comments, no one's watching this. No one's watching this. And it's been going on for 17 minutes. Anyway, to give them a fair comparison, I'm going to get out the grinder, which I bought from Bunnings. It's a Ryobi grinder. I've used grinders from Sydney Tools. They're just as good for the same price. Anyway, I'm just going to grind down. Grinder and tight will make it a welding UA. Alright, that should do me. Okay, so now I'm going to take off the Bunnings helmet because it's pretty much just a cheapo face shield. In fact, yeah, that's what I'm going to rate it. 1 out of 10, best cheapo face shield at Bunnings. I don't know how much the real face... Oh, that could have ended horribly because if that arced, whew, my eyes would be in pain right now. I've got sensitive eyes. I'm sensitive, okay? It's not a phase, Mum. I'm a cat. Fucking allergic to cats, don't know why I had to say that. It's not just a phase, Mom. I'm a cat. Okay, so let's use them both on a piece of cleaned up steel. Okay, I'm also going to turn down my helmet a bit. Because I had it on shade 13 just then and it was awful. But you can kind of just figure your way out with these helmets. Alright, so I'm going to run 2 beads with the welding electrodes from Bunnings because that one was awful and that's probably my fault. Okay, I did that one way too quickly, so I'm just going to do another one next to it. Because I really want these Bunnings electrodes to be good because they're twice as expensive as the Sydney Tools ones. Because I spent $7 on these electrodes And if they're god awful, I can't really return them, can I? Okay. Let's do what everyone needs to do with their welds after you make them. Not half bad. They have the stacked dimes kind of look. Where's my wire brush? Under my seat? Nope. Okay, I don't know where my wire brush is right now, so I can't completely clean them up, but they have the stacked kind of dimes look. That's why we call it a stack of dimes. Stack-o dimes if you're in America. We don't even call them dimes in Australia. I don't know why I'm using the American terms. Now, I'm very close to something that's very hot right now, so if I start screaming, I shouldn't because, okay, come on. Okay, these gloves they're pretty good, but they're still impossible to pick things up with. I wouldn't mind having the more expensive gloves, but these do the job just fine. Okay, so let's use the Sydney Tools electrode now. I'm burning these all on 100 amps, same welder, same singer. Same welder. These are a lot more comfortable. They also put down a lot of metal faster. But they're a lot harder to get started. So the starting is the problem with the Sydney Tools electrodes. Yeah. You can get used to it. And also this welder's probably only pushing like 95 amps into these. But once you get them going, they're going for good. Okay, I just made a mistake. I pushed the puddle a bit, so I'm going to have to redo that one. Went too fast. Let's go a bit too slow. Let's make a really wide kind of puddle. The fuck? Minus for Sydney Tools electrodes for that one. Bullshit what just happened. So, I'm just going to grab a new one. Bunnings. Ow! Hot. Okay, Sydney Tools, but that's one of my old ones. Yep, that's a new. Okay, so the Sydney Tools electrodes, I think they're made quite differently, and Sydney Tools, this is just one of the electrodes they sell. This is the cheaper kind. The other kind you buy in massive packs, like 10 kilo packs, and they're really good. I've used those before. They're made by, I think Sigwell? Sigwell Easy Arc or something? No. I don't know, Easy Welder electrodes, they're called or something like that. And they're amazing, I've used them before. In fact, they're pretty much what I learnt on. So, let's just lay down a bead. A brand new electrode, this is the last one. Because I'm probably going to use up all my data later. Unless I'm streaming this by Wi-Fi. But yeah man, if Sydney Tools had snags, 300 billion% better. So I'm just going to go real slow. Ah! I'm going to start one, and I'm going to go really slow. Yeah. That's the problem with these. There we go. Okay, they're going. They're going. It's going, that's what it's doing. Smells like bacon frying and I want some bacon right now. But hey, I don't eat pork. Why did I have to quit pork meat? Okay. Last one here. Oh, I can feel it on the other side of my glove and I don't like that. Well, okay. So, now I'm gonna do what every sane person at this point would do. Hit it with a hammer. Okay, so looking at the welds, fuck. Fucking hell. Sydney Tools wins, their welds look so much better than the Bunnings ones. So good. Alright. The lesson today is buy shit from Sydney Tools instead of Bunnings, because at Bunnings it's twice as expensive. And okay, at Sydney Tools some things are a bit more expensive. I got this hammer from Sydney Tools and it's in pretty good nick. I think they sell the same one at both places though. However, at Bunnings it's $6 and at Sydney Tools it's $5. So you save $1. That's like what, half a bottle of Pepsi or something? In the next comparison I will actually do welds with these, but because I'm out of scrap metal and I don't want to cut my Me brain has idea. Hang on a second, I haven't caught on fire in this string. This might be a world record. I haven't caught on fire yet. Which is good, because fire is bad when you catch on. See, fire is the one trend you don't want catching on. Well, actually, hang on a second here. I have this really long piece of very thin steel. Let's compare them, because this is what you would be using this electrode for. Literally thin, just really thin steel. So, well, thin steel. So, what I am going to do is I am just going to, I can't cut it because my grinder, I'm out of grinder cutting discs. However, what I am going to do is, okay, fine, I'm just going to cut it in half really dodgily. Nope, that's going to take too long. In which case, I am just going to weld this to this piece of, I'm just going to weld these two pieces together. And on one side I'm going to do Bunnings, and on one side I'm going to do Sydney Tools. Because I've already got the Sydney Tools electrode in and I've got the Bunnings helmet on, let's go. Where am I? What am I doing? Feel like I'm not on, yeah. There we go. So it's actually starting up fine now. So the Sydney Tools electrode does. Now that's an awful weld, and I'm going to do on both sides, and then I'm going to try to break it. Okay, I need a new electrode, and I fucking hate this helmet. Okay, this one's been in the dirt for like 5 minutes, so yeah, it's probably not going to be so good, but yeah. So this is another Sydney Tools electrode, and I'm just going to see what it takes to break them, if I can. Got about a meter of leverage, so I don't think that's how leverage works. And also there's quite a gap here, so yeah. Come on! Oh, what? No. Shit! Yep, I've got poor balance. Yep. These are bloody impossible to get started, and I can see why actually. Oh! Piece of it got in my shoe. Ow! Anyway. So, there is a method to getting these started, and I just figured it out. And yes, I am very proud of myself for it. Okay, I'm gonna have to do another pass on that one because that was awful. Okay. Just welded it. Sydney Tools electrode. Shit. How you going?
Hi. What are you doing?
I'm trying to break a thing.
Careful, don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, sure. Yep. Sydney Tools is a fine welding electrode. Bent up the steel instead of the welds. And 6013 is quite a low penetration electrode. So, recording this. What?
Okay. Doesn't mean up yet.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. So that was pretty good actually. So let's try it again with the Bunnings electrode. Let's try it again with the Bunnings electrode. Gonna have to use this end because Sydney Tools end made me bend up this entire piece of bloody steel. So, well, we pop out the Sydney Tools one, take off a glove. That's the Sydney Tools one. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to use the Sydney Tools helmet because, well, I think I've already decided what I'm gonna end this on. Sydney Tools is better than Bunnings. Completely in price, in quality of the product, in pretty much everything. So buy Sydney Tools. But let's test the welding electrode from Bunnings. So I'm just gonna have to tack it with this one. First, I'm gonna tack it down. Now the Bunnings electrode doesn't want to start. Yeah, fuck this, I'm sitting down. Okay. Okay, so I've got pretty much 100% penetration on that one. Okay, so I'm gonna just make sure it's pushed down. I think I've got a bit too much penetration on that. So far Sydney Tools electrode is looking very good. We've learnt one thing so far, it's that you don't get any penetration with either of these, but it is a low penetration electrode. That's what they're both marketed as. Yep, I'm sticking with Sydney Tools from now on. Fuck you, Bunnings. Unless I really want to snag, in which case I'm going to Bunnings. And there's nothing that can stop me. So let's try to break these. Are you kidding me? Are you bloody kidding me? They broke instantly. One fucking minute. And this is a Sydney Tools weld that I laid down. It ain't breaking, I'm getting the sledgehammer on this one. Alright, time to come in like a wrecking ball. So I can break the Bunnings off with my hands in like 5 seconds. See this? This is what a real weld is, Bunnings. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this, aren't I? I pledge my allegiance to Sydney Tools. Why? No, not really. That's not really how it works. Nope. I've broken all of them. Okay. Sydney Tools, bro, I'm trusting you here. Have I finally broken the weld? Kind of looks like it from this perspective. In fact, I don't know if I trust that. But I don't think it's the weld that I don't trust, I think it's the table. So, yeah, I've broken it. Still, Bunnings loses. Turn it in the gloves. Okay, can I stop this? How do I stop this?